one could say the plot has thickened. Secrets of Power is finally here. Next week, November 7th, the official release date of Secrets of Power, but this weekend at local game stores all throughout the world, pre-releases taking place for Secrets of Power. Be sure to check out the local game store near you and take part in the Secrets of Power pre-release. I'm excited. I hope you are as well. We've got so many awesome, new, powerful cards being released with Secrets of Power that are sure to shake up the metagame. We've also got some great new accessories coming out from GameGenic, and don't forget the Spotlight decks. The Spotlight decks, Chancellor Palpatine and Padme Amidala, feature some great new cards that you can only get in the Spotlight deck. So you can use Padme Amidala, you can reveal your hand at the right time, disclose the information needed, bring secrets to light, and help it guide you to victory. Or you can lurk in the shadows, scheme and plot your way to the ultimate victory against your opponent. Now again, talking about the cards that you can only get in the Spotlight decks, I do want to mention just a few of those. So, Anakin Skywalker, the new 3-cost unit that pairs perfectly with Padme Amidala, the Secret Husband. Anakin is a 3/4 for 3, and he has hidden, but while you control Padme, Anakin also gets Raid 2. So on offense, this is a 5/4 for just 3 resources. Incredible. Now, moving over, we've got Captain Typho. Now, we know how good a really strong Sentinel unit for 4 can be. Chirrut Imwe, I'm looking at you. One of the better cards that came out of Legends of the Force that had an immediate impact on the metagame in any Vigilance Force deck. Now we've got Captain Typho. We've got a great 4-cost Sentinel for Command Heroism. 4/5 for 4, great stat line with Sentinel, and you get the additional ability when Captain Typho is attacked. You can disclose 1 command and 1 heroism aspect icon, and you heal 1 damage from your base if you do. So if you're not familiar with disclose, you just reveal cards from your hand with the listed aspect icons among them. In this case, again, command and heroism. Now that could be multiple cards, right? You could have 1 card that was a command heroism card, and that would fulfill the requirement here. Or you could reveal, say, a card with just the command aspect icon and a card with vigilance and heroism. 2 different cards, but you've fulfilled the requirement. You've disclosed the proper aspect icons, and then you will get the effect. So Captain Typho sure to play a role in the meta coming up, and something ground-based aggro decks are going to want to avoid. Now also, we've got a pretty cool new event. You can use your senatorial powers to create an army of spies. I Am the Senate, a new 6-cost event. Create 5 spy tokens. Talk about a way to flood the board, something that Hard Control does not want to see. Also, we've got Cad Bane. Are you impressed yet? I know I am. The new 5-cost 4/5 unit. When played, you can defeat a unit with 2 or less remaining HP, but he also has the new plot keyword. If you're not familiar with plot, when you deploy a leader, you may play this card from your resources, paying its cost, and then you replace it with the top card of your deck. This is great. Very similar to Smuggle. We can play the card from our resources, but it's action compression. You're cheating on actions essentially here because you're able to deploy your leader and play other cards at the same time. We've got great new upgrades in this set that have the plot keyword. So you can deploy your leader and put an upgrade on your leader to make it a monster in 1 action. Or you can play something like Cad Bane. You can deploy your leader, play Cad Bane. So now you've essentially played 2 units in 1 action and likely removed an opposing threat from the board with Cad Bane's ability. So plot is going to play a role in the metagame moving forward without a doubt. And it's going to make leader deploys so much more impactful, and it's really going to magnify the turns where leaders come into play. So very excited again about these cards and about the Spotlight decks. Pick them up and get these Spotlight-only cards so that you can make an impact with your Premier Constructed decks. But these decks themselves also a lot of fun to play. Now, some really cool news. I did, here on the channel, we did get approved to be a part of the content creator program for Fantasy Flight Games. So I want to say a huge thank you to Fantasy Flight Games, Asmodee for getting the product, but also Jack Brumel. If you're not familiar with Jack, he's the new TCG community manager for Fantasy Flight Games. He's doing a fantastic job. He started in the role, I believe, just shortly before this Galactic Championship that we had not long ago. And he is going to continue working hard to make sure we have a thriving community here in Star Wars Unlimited. But a big thank you to Jack, because he has been an ambassador for myself and many other content creators to get them involved in the content creator program. So big thank you, Jack, and everyone at Fantasy Flight Games. Earlier this week, we got some early Secrets of Power product. Now, you might be thinking, all right, well, where's some packs? Let's see you rip some packs. I don't have any packs left to open, but there's a story to that. So my son and I, my son Alden, he's 11 years old, we both started playing Star Wars Unlimited in March of 2024, right as the game was releasing. Now, one thing that really kind of drew Alden in was the showcases. He wanted to open a showcase. Kids love to open packs in any trading card games, but whenever they can open some very special cards like a showcase, it just really amplifies the fun and the excitement for them. And that's exactly what's been the case with my son. So he wanted to open a showcase so bad. And we have opened product with every set, going all the way back to Spark of Rebellion. Now, we bought some booster boxes of Shadows of the Galaxy, and we opened our first showcase. It was a Cad Bane showcase, but I was the one that opened it. And honestly, I was kind of a little disappointed because I wanted Alden to be the one to open it. He was excited, though. He was thrilled. And honestly, his reaction, he was overjoyed. And he was just as excited when I opened it as if it were him opening it. So that was a great memory that my wife, my son, and myself, we all share. It was great. But he still wanted to open a showcase. And we fast forward to Jump to Lightspeed, the Jump to Lightspeed pre-release. Alden and I both participated. And in my pre-release kit, I opened a showcase. So now I've opened 2 showcases. Alden has still yet to open a showcase. And when I opened the showcase at the Jump to Lightspeed pre-release, the emotions changed a little bit for Alden. There wasn't the same excitement. He was excited that we opened a showcase, but it wasn't the same as the first one because he was kind of like, well, great, Dad's opened another showcase. I still haven't opened one, and at this point, I've probably opened more packs than him, right? That had to be what he's thinking, and I was disappointed. I was kind of disappointed. I didn't think, wait a minute, I should just let him open the packs of my pre-release kit, and then I'll build the deck as soon as he finishes opening them, because that way, if there's a showcase, he opens it. I didn't think about that. And the reason was because a lot of times when we go to pre-releases, I try to open my packs quickly, build my deck as fast as I can so that I can then help him and kind of see the synergies he's working with, and we can make sure that he's got the deck that he's going to enjoy the most as well. And so I like to do that, and so I was trying to do things quickly and efficiently, and I just didn't think about it. So on that day, I vowed, I said, Alden, I will not open another pack until you open a showcase. And I honored my word. I have not opened a pack to this day. And we fast forward to just earlier this week. I told Alden about us getting accepted into the content creator program and that we were getting some early Secrets of Power product, including some packs. And the excitement was real once again. He's like, oh, this is great. I get to open some more packs. Maybe I finally get the showcase. So we got the product in, and I couldn't let him wait. I had to, let's get the packs out, open those packs. Now, we didn't do a full production of it, but I did set my phone up and recorded it just in case. Take a look at this video.
Yes, showcase C-3PO. Yeah.
C-3PO. He got it.
Got one.
Yes. He opened the showcase, babe.
I did it. C-3PO.
Yes, he finally did. So now Alden has officially opened a showcase. The weight is off of my shoulders. It's off of his shoulders. And hey, it's C-3PO, right? One of the most iconic characters. Everybody knows C-3PO. We all love C-3PO, and we're super happy that that was our showcase. And Alden said, Dad, we can't ever get rid of that showcase. I finally opened a showcase. That's the one I opened. And now, what's even more exciting is I can open some packs again. I'm really looking forward to that moving forward in the future. But that was great. Thank you so much to Fantasy Flight Games, Asmodee, and Jack. Thank you guys for sending that product. Thanks for all the hard work that goes into making it possible for myself and other content creators to have that opportunity. I really do appreciate it. Now, talking about Secrets of Power coming out, we've got the new Set 6 major events announced well in advance this time. 3 sector qualifiers and 1 regional qualifier coming up in Set 6. It's all going to start out January 17th and 18th in Mesa, Arizona, a premier sector qualifier, and then we're going to have 2 sector qualifiers in other parts of the world. January 31st and February 1st in Paris, France, there will be a limited sector qualifier. Should be sealed day 1, draft on day 2, just like what we had in Philadelphia just about a month ago. And then there's one other sector qualifier that will be taking place in the Netherlands, but the website was showing more information coming soon. There wasn't an actual date yet, but it is supposed to be sometime in January. So that will be the other sector qualifier, and then the 1 regional qualifier for Set 6 will be in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the weekend of February 20th through the 22nd. Yeah, in the middle of winter, right? It's still going to be cold up there. Hopefully we don't get snowed out, but it's going to be a great time, I'm sure. So go ahead and plan ahead. Get those plane tickets. Get your travel accommodations set. Get the time off work and show up to these large events. We appreciate Jack and everyone at Fantasy Flight Games getting this information out to us well in advance so that we can prepare and be there. I would love to be there. Hopefully we'll have some on-site casting at the 2 events here in the United States. We'll see how that goes, but I would definitely love to be there and looking forward to these events. Now, there's one other thing I want to talk about that's coming up in just 2 weeks from today. The second Bothan Invitational. The Bothan Invitational in Atlanta, Georgia at Cards HQ. So we've got Cards HQ, Bothan Network teaming up, bringing us the second Bothan Invitational. We had the first one back in March. Now, if you're not familiar with the Bothan Invitational, it's a big event put on by the Bothan Network and Cards HQ at the Cards HQ store in Atlanta, Georgia. It is an invitational, so they send out invites to content creators and players in the community that have had big success, wins, and big performances at large events, and then it gets open to the public. So we're going to have people coming from all over the U.S., hopefully other parts of North America, and maybe the world as well. Some of the best players in the game will be there. It's going to be great. So Friday, November 14th, it'll kick off with the 3v3 team event. That's right. The second Star Wars Unlimited team event. The first one was back at the first Bothan Invitational. And a lot of the players, if you talk to players that participated in the team event, they'll tell you that was about the most fun I've had playing Star Wars Unlimited. And a lot of them said that was the most fun I've had yet playing Star Wars Unlimited. So I can't wait to see this once again. It's going to be great. That's going to be a 3K team event. And then the main event, the 1v1 throughout the weekend, will have 2 pools, Pool 1 and Pool 2. It's an 8K event. The winner of the main event will walk away with $2,500. Wow. The biggest prize purse in Star Wars Unlimited history to date. So that's going to be great. So if you can make it out, there's still slots available for Pool 1 that starts later in the day on Friday. So if you can make it out to Atlanta, participate in the Bothan Invitational, we'd love to have you there. Now, I will have the privilege of broadcasting all weekend. I will be casting alongside Courtney Myers and some other guest commentators on Friday. And then for the team event, and then the main event, the 1v1 event, I'll be casting alongside Jeff Creasy and some other guest commentators throughout the rest of the weekend. It's going to be great. If you can't make it in person, be sure to tune in. You can check it out for the network. That'll be the YouTube channel. That's Bothan Network's YouTube channel. The whole event will be streamed on the For the Network YouTube channel, so be sure to check it out. If you're going to be there in person, please, if we haven't met, stop by, introduce yourself. I look forward to meeting you. I look forward to seeing so many wonderful people that I've met in this community since I started playing this game. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are as well. Just 2 weeks from today. Pretty hard to believe. So hope to see you there, but I do appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you all have a fantastic Secrets of Power pre-release weekend, and I hope you have a lot of fun. So may the Force be with you, and until next time, take care.